All I'm going to say, best of luck, everyone. Black, bold, and bodacious, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, whoa, that's Jocko. What the fuck? Team captain, the Bullhammer connected. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 5. Poke got pinned on his birthday. God, everybody's one of it, champ. Oh, Dino! Oh, the briefcase! Merry Christmas! Divine intervention! She's not won a championship in a long time, but that is the perfect way to get a championship after a long time. That bold egghead gore, I was never in doubt, ladies and gentlemen. Earns her second championship. A former tag team championship, K. A Reverend wants Poke. Ace in the chamber. Oh, okay, reverses. Okay, reverses. Big clothesline. Looks to close it. Oh, he closes him in. Make him say IQA. We set up for the finisher after this, surely. Ladies and gentlemen, and new. Big D, the Natos, and Fitzy Finger. I can't wait for the dumpster match. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Number one wrestling show in sports entertainment. Oh my God. Oh my God. Norm, he's hulking up, ladies and gentlemen. What's Bobby doing on World Wars on a choke slam to Eden? Romani got pinned. Romani got pinned! The greatest intercontinental champion. All he needs to do is close it! Drew has buried the pop of CAW, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Smeagol eliminated himself. Smeagol just eliminated himself. Oh my God, it's Tony Stone! It's Tony Stone! The wise man! Go to sleep on Drew! Brian Curse is taking it, ladies and gentlemen! There was a back up that Zeke! Daniel is sucking! Oh, what is this fun doing here? Romanic's done it, ladies and gentlemen! Romanic is the new... He's elevated! He's back from sleep! Oh, he's him! Or will he pick RK, Queen of the Ring? Well, I've always been a fan of Key! I've always been a fan of Key! Spins him round for the first FaceTime of the show. It's King Daniel. Seconds after he won, all three stables have held the World Heavyweight Championship. Oh, Ministry versus Ministry. Dragon Romanic inside Hell in a Cell. That's what we love. Fury wins again. 3, 2, 1. It's just fucking Claymore. Ladies and gentlemen. Hidden blade in the ring. Get on Claymore to 1. What did 1 do, ladies and gentlemen? I have a vagina, dumb bitch. Wow, Zeke being bent over. 1 kid, what the fuck? We will catch you in season number 4 for the final time. Until then, this is who we are. Hello, RPW Universe. Today is a KR day, ladies and gentlemen, on a Friday, ready for some primetime Fury action. Ladies and gentlemen, very, very, very excited about this one. 2 weeks away from Regents Mania, ladies and gentlemen. 2 weeks away from the biggest show of the entire season. We're going to Japan, we're going to the Tokyo Dome, and we're gonna have a hell of a time. Week 195. 200 is around the corner. Who thought, hands up, we was gonna make it to 200 weeks, by the way? Ladies and gentlemen, who thought we was gonna make it to 200 weeks? Let me see a show of hands as we spin the wheel. For Dragon Romanic, of course, if this lands on yes, we have a Randomizer championship match here today. Dragon Romanic is defending. Brandon Bombs with the hand up, ladies and gentlemen, of the authority, of course. How many superstars are getting a championship match is the question. Well, Warzone GM with a ones up, a one-on-one for Mr. Romanik. The question is, who is that one lucky superstar? Ladies and gentlemen, give us a big name. Romanik, of course, no longer a Fury superstar. He started the season. On Friday Night Fury, and now he's going up against fellow Warzoner. Ladies and gentlemen, Dragon Romanik and Norm. Actually, quite a fun one. Not gonna lie to you, folks. Actually, quite a fun one. Here today for the Randomizer Championship. This is gonna be rather exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, rather exciting indeed. Reno. Well, Warzone owner. Did I say? I mean, General Manager, you know the same thing. Oh, this is going to be really exciting, dude. Should be a good match. Should be a good randomizer match. That is Faux Show, ladies and gentlemen. That is Faux Show. Norman, Dragon, and Romanik both on Warzone now. Of course, both quite similar. I mean, Romanik has been a world champion. Of course, Norm has never been a world champion, but quite similar careers in a way. I'd say Dragon Romanik has definitely accomplished more than Norm, which I think would surprise a few people. I don't think people necessarily thought that, you know, Romanik was going to be one of the biggest superstars in RPW, but here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, I got promoted. Money. I'm excited, dude. Oh, that is a good cup of tea. That is what I needed on a Friday, folks. That is what I needed. Here today, Randomizer Championship in Atlanta, Georgia. Here in America. Shout out to Atlanta, Georgia. And Norm again says, give me what I want. We know what Norm wants. Norm wants a world title. Norm wants the universal title. Now, this is not the universal title, but it is still a chance at gold, ladies and gentlemen. Still a chance at gold, and will he take it? Is the question. Will he take it? This is before, very sugary, before the show even begins, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we have RK Giant, Brutus, and Sage to kick things off. What a fatal four-way, by the way. The World Heavyweight Champion Sage, longest ever World Champion RK, the biggest Giant in RPW, the Great Giant, and the Rumble winner, and soon to be Regents main event of Bruce Strictly. What an opener! As Norman shoves away the camera very rudely, ladies and gentlemen. Very rudely. Few big matches here today. Can I wear my old attire today? Trying to workshop a new attire. I don't think you're booked today, Kaiju. If I'm not mistaken. I don't think you're booked, lad. Unless I missed something on the match card. And there is the Randomizer Champion. Looking very fresh. Of course, Romanik coming off a big win against GMK on Warzone, ladies and gentlemen. To go to Regents Mania. He's booked his Regents Mania spot. He's booked it in. He's locked it in. He's stamped his ticket. He is going to Mania for that Intercontinental title. He's going to Mania, ladies and gentlemen. Question is, who's going to be walking out of this one? Randomizer champ. I think Dragon Romanik retains, man. Norm, I don't know. He's a big guy, but he continues to prove he's not built for the big moments. This guy's a true champ, says Brandon Bombs. Brandon, a fan of Dragon Romanik. Ladies and gentlemen. On the thumbnail on there with Jocko. So I thought the rematch was happening today. Got to keep up with the match card in the Discord. My friend Areno. That's where the match cards are put. And then the thumbnail, sometimes they're just reused because too much effort to make new ones for Brett. I think Romanik walks away with it. I think Norm is great, don't get me wrong. I think Norm is great. Again, I just don't think he's built for the big moments. Then again, it is the randomizer, it's not the world title, so maybe this is what Norm needs to sort of get used to holding gold. It's quite rare for Norm to actually be a champion. He's not champion very often in RPW. So maybe the randomizer could help. It is interesting to see his trajectory compared to some other superstars. Of course, in the backstage area, the Origin locker room, the Origin area is being built and ready, ladies and gentlemen. He's on the card. I just made sure. I mean, I told him he's not on the card, and I have the card right next to me. I know he's not on the card, don't worry. There was no confusion. Monica with a nice reversal. Irish triple cross. It's Daniel Black versus Jocko. Today we have a massive triple threat match. LED Fang, Akira Tanaka, and Irena Mortain. And then the main event, ladies and gentlemen, Beast of Pain against the Fallen for those for those world tag titles, sorry. Jocko vs Daniel Black over Jocko versus Kaiju. Daniel Black, I do have to say, a big happy birthday today. Of course, we've had a bit of a history, us two, on commentary and the likes, but a happy birthday is a happy birthday. Oh, sweating already. Dragon with a new hairstyle, it looks incredible. I like it. I like it. I think it suits him way more than before. As Romanik with a big Superman punch. Ivo glazes everyone. He's just a nice guy, man. What can you say? He's just a nice guy. As Norm hulking up. This is just the pre-show, ladies and gentlemen. Norm with a reversal. Oh, that's Romanik. He's got a haircut and a new look. Thought it was Austin. I do like the new look as well. Norm with a takedown on Dragon. Happy birthday, Daniel. I'll be happy to give you an L for your record as a gift today. You're welcome in advance. As Norm goes for a pinfall. Randomizer Championship on the line, of course. 2 count. Jocko vs Daniel Black is a massive match today. Penultimate for a reason. Cheese, Haley, Liv is a massive triple threat. Arcade Giant, Brutus, and Sage, massive fatal 4-way. Austin and Hicks, Big Daddy, Gerard, Ivo, Shane, Sam, Caldwell. Some questionable one-on-ones in between, but some absolutely massive multi-man matches today. That's for sure. Brandon Bombs cheering on Jocko. Brandon Bombs not booked today, of course, on Fury. Has an amazing record on the season. Brandon Bombs, I believe, at 60%, 59%. Is Brandon Bombs. Of course, 8 championships to his name, 183 matches, been here for a long time now. A massive name in the World Heavyweight Championship division. Will Brandon Bombs be our Regents Mania? We're yet to know. I mean, we're yet to know if RK's going to be there. And some other big names as well. Oh, really starting to look good in this one. Irish whip. Nice combo down low. Questionable. We all know who the weak link in my match. Oh, big spear by Romanik. Cutting Norm. In a half. Oh, a 2 count. A 2 count. That should be an RPW Hall of Fame. I think you've got to be retired for that. I think you got a lot of fight left in those legs. Hopefully, Brandon Bombs does. Of course, Brandon Bombs, I believe, the only the only ever 4-time World Heavyweight Champion. Welcome in, Haley Calco. Again, a massive triple threat later. Brandon Bombs, the only ever 4-time World Heavyweight Champ. Which is very, very impressive. Romanik had tattoos before. There may be some new ink, I'm not too sure. There may be some new ink. Yeah, again, it's all on the spreadsheet. Exclamation mark RPW stats. All on the spreadsheet to check out. Romanik goes for another pinfall. Off the elbow, looking to retain the randomizer. No. There is Hicks T ready for his match as well. Oh, you might have to come over to the red. You might have to come over to the red app to do exclamation mark RPW stats, actually, sorry. I forget you're over on the purple. That's right-handed by Romanik. We do have a Discord as well. Exclamation mark Discord. Get involved and make your name known over there also. I'd love to see Brandon Bombs throwing down some promos for the Authority. Would be rather cool to see how you are on the mic. There's a pinfall by Romanik. Another hook of the leg, another 2 count. One with a kick out yet again. Another day, another Sam Everett loss, says Martin the Mouth. Hating on another level. Ladies and gentlemen, big spear from Romanik. Hook of the leg to retain the Randomizer Championship. I don't have we have mics, don't you worry. We have mics you can hold in the ring. Also, we have backstage pro. When I say have a mic, it's more text, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Dragon Romanik retains, ladies and gentlemen, on the pre-show. Massive, massive, massive. You're really obsessed with him in everything you do. And there is Romanik, still your Randomizer champion. Ladies and gentlemen, big defense from him, of course. Took that Randomizer title back off of Smiley the other week, which, again, it bounced off between both of them a couple times, which was very, very interesting. But Romanik is still your Randomizer champion as we get involved, ladies and gentlemen, with a massive fatal four-way to kick things off. This is who we are.
As the anthem roars, every heart beats pounding like a war. Steel meets flesh and the sparks ignite. Welcome to the chaos under neon lights. Crush the cage, break the chains. Fuel the rage, feel the pain. Rise and fall, this is the game. Crush the cage, own your name. Crush the cage, break the chains. Fuel the rage, feel the pain. Rise and fall, this is the game. Crush the cage, own your name.
Gotta love a good old Fury intro, ladies and gentlemen. Really, really do. And again, a massive, massive show here today, which I'm so very excited for. 2 weeks away from Regents Mania 4. We're going to Japan. It's gonna be a massive one. RK and the Great Giant, ladies and gentlemen, still not guaranteed to be at Regents Mania. Of course, Brutus and Sage, we know they're facing off. But this man, the best in the world, he doesn't know if he's going to be there or not. 2 weeks is crazy. It's kind of crazy to think that RK might not be at Regents Mania. He was going for the United States Championship. Of course, today is between Daniel and the champion Jocko. Whether or not RK will get his nose in that US Championship or not, I don't know. He wasn't supposed to be in the world title picture, but he's facing off against the world champ today. Kaiju Yeager says, I need to be there again. Everyone wants to be there. It's a 2-night affair. You do not want to miss Regents Mania That is for sure. And there is the best in the world to kick things off here on Fury. Ladies and gentlemen, Timothy, welcome into Friday Night Fury. The opener here today is set to be an absolute amazing matchup. Fatal 4-way contest. That's the best in the world. You can see on the back there. Makes his way down. Again, he's looking confident. Okay, he's up there in percentage. 64% for him, 64% for the Great Giant, 100% by Sage. Brutus Brickley on 46%, but he's coming off a massive Rumble win. Oh, so much excitement. So much excitement. Now, these two had a match last week. Ladies and gentlemen, and it did not go RK's way, that's for sure. They was involved in the one-on-one, and the Great Giant walked away on top. RK and Brutus have done some talking. Of course, I believe it was Courage to Chaos, where they had their back-to-back main event matches for the tag team and world heavyweight. Of course, RK walked away with victories in both of those matches. Ladies and gentlemen, the Great Giant enters into the ring. Always a massive name, always a massive presence to have in the Fury ring. Again, will the Great Giant be at Regents Mania? Is the question. I would hope so. As the lights go down, ready for the 2026 Regents Rumble winner. Big Brutus Brickley. What a guy, ladies and gentlemen. What a guy indeed. As he makes his presence known and saunters down to the ring, one step at a time. This man won the Rumble for a reason. And again, Kane was trying to sneak involved with this man. There is Brandon Tucker, ladies and gentlemen. I believe, a.k.a. Brandon Bombs, with the supporter tier, which we do appreciate. Just keep fighting. Brutus Brickley climbs up those stairs. Yeah, Kane kept trying to get involved, kept trying to say he's going to be going to Mania against Sage and Brutus. And again, I don't really know why, because he lost the Rumble. He lost the World Title match against Sage at the Rumble. Look at that on Fury. That is aura, ladies and gentlemen. That is aura. That is a massive 7-footer. That is primetime beef. Brutus Brickley. Primetime beef. And ladies and gentlemen, the lights go down. The Fireflies. The Fireflies make their way out. Oh, and are we doing this again? The name says Kane. The lights have all gone off. Martin the Mouth Premium. For 6 months, we saw this at Regents Rumble. And this is where Kane absolutely got decimated after impersonating the Reaper. The door flashes open. Is this Sage? With the mind games back to Kane? I'm confused as to what's happening. I saw TFT Titantron, Morgan Titantron. The name said Kane. There's movement, there's the lantern, and that is Kane. That is the trump card, or the torn card, as it says now. Especially after facing off against Sage at Regents Rumble. And he's trying to impersonate the Fallen. Looks like a bruise on his neck there. Still trying to impersonate the Fallen, ladies and gentlemen. Still trying to get in the mind of the World Heavyweight Champion. This was supposed to be Sage. This was supposed to be Sage, and instead of the World Heavyweight Champion, that is a bruise. And then Sage comes in and cut, bro. We were supposed to get the World Heavyweight Champion in this match, man. Atlanta, Georgia does not look pleased with it. It was supposed to be Sage in this match, as Kyla Kane takes to the ring. We have RK, we have the Giant, we have Brutus Brickley, and, well, Brutus wants a rematch against, or CAW wants a rematch against Brutus, I should say. Oh my goodness gracious me! Holy moly! Oh my goodness! Is that a torn pec? From Kyla Kane? Am I the only one who really doesn't like CAW? Haley Calco says, the two Giants go there, Brutus and Giant. Kyla Kane is all banged up after his Sage match, and after his Brutus match, he got dominated by Brutus yesterday. And now goes against the best in the world. I think this is just silly from Kyla Kane to be involved, ladies and gentlemen. The bruised calf looks like he needs a vacation. I think this is just silly of him. I really, really do. Some absolutely stacked names. And Kyla Kane keeps saying he is a main eventer. He's a headliner. Brutus made some good points. Brutus has more pay-per-view main events than him. Brutus has world title experience. You know, fighting for a world title, I should say, at a pay-per-view. Kyla Kane does not. Kyla Kane does not. I think this is silly from Kyle. I think this is desperation. Being in the ring with these three superstars, when you're looking like that, I think it's pure desperation. I think it's silliness. I think it is silliness. As Brutus Brickley with a ladder sets up on my announcer's desk. I mean, I don't know what Kyla Kane is trying to get out of this. Is he trying to prove that he can hang with the big names? I just don't think it's smart, ladies and gentlemen. I just don't think it's smart. I really, really don't. Especially with these type of names. RK in the steel chair. Giant and Brutus. Giant was a favorite for the Rumble until Jocko eliminated him. And then Brutus took advantage, eliminating Jocko. And that was when Brutus Brickley won the Rumble. RK doesn't know what to do with his big meaty men. Brutus Brickley, that's 600 pounds on his back. Even if he managed to win, what does that prove? I think CAW just wants to be at Regents Mania. I mean, everyone wants to be at Regents Mania, but forcing yourself in these matches, I mean, where is Sage right now? Why is Kyla Kane here instead of Sage? Like, does Sage know about it? I mean, he impersonated, you know, he used the fallen light again, Sage's lantern. I don't think that's a smart move. I don't know. It all seems very, very... He's clearly not, you know, fit to fight. Fit to compete. It's very, very silly. There's the spreadsheet. Go check it out. Brandon Boltzmann on a tear. Again, join the Discord as well. But why wouldn't he try to go for another path? I don't know. CAW beats GMK for the cruiserweights. Why that? He wants to prove he's a headliner. I don't really understand. I don't really understand why he's trying to be in that Mania. Man, like, I understand he wants to be, but he had a chance against Sage at Rumble, and it's not like he got screwed out, but like, he tried to play mind games with Sage, and he got barked. Sage showed him that's why you don't play mind games. So what does he do? He brings the lantern back out on Fury when Sage was supposed to be here. Maybe he wanted a chance as Sage and Brutus, but maybe Sage didn't show up. I don't know. Maybe Kyle thought Sage was going to be here in the ring with it. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's going to be a great match. I was really excited to see Sage, if I'm honest with you. I was really excited to see Sage. Kane flipping round. Goes for a roll-up. Brutus Brickley over in the corner. No. Silly by Kane, really. Again, he just looks lost in this type of matchup. He doesn't really look like he fits in with these guys. And again, he talks like Brutus Brickley's lower there. And Brutus Brickley's a former Case in the Chamber and Regents Rumble winner. Two things Kane has never accomplished, which Brutus has said as well. Kane acts like he's more accomplished than Brutus Brickley. I don't think he is. Kane dropped on his head. RK going for the still steps. Imagine Brutus brings Kane in back-to-back shows. Goodness gracious me, RK was waving goodbye to him. That trash can is making a lot of noise. Giant to the outside. RK goes after Kane. Oh, and this isn't good. Right on that torn pectoral. Right on the bruise. Not what you want. I mean, RK's smart by RK. He sees a big bruise like that. RK's had bruise like that before. He knows to target them. That's just smart wrestling by him. Must be painful for Kane, though. Must be very, very painful. Bruce Brickley from behind. Nice clothesline. Still steps are off over in the corner. Kane back up to his feet. RK venturing under. And this is going to get messy on the outside now, folks. Going to get very, very messy. I don't even think his Fool's gone anywhere, by the way. So they need to get back in the ring eventually regardless. Which I think the Great Giant is aware of. He gets Kane a torn card back in. Okay, in front of the Georgia crowd. Kane and Brutus left to settle their differences. Giant and RK, again, they faced off one-on-one last week to open up the show. Maybe RK wants some revenge. Perfectly positioned is Brutus Brickley. There's a corkscrew by Kane. Pinfall trying to rectify yesterday, but the Great Giant stops Kane from getting revenge. Kane actually almost won, folks. But I think he had it then. If not for the Great Giant, I think he had it. Okay, back in. Oh, was going to get a choke slam. Instead, lifts up 600 pounds for the go to sleep. But Kane right there to ruin that party. Massive strength by RK to actually lift him up. Kane another roll-up. This time on Brutus Brickley, who just about switches it over. Ivo, who are you rooting for in this match? Who do you think wins, my friend? I think one giant chokeslam could call it. We saw it last week. How brutal those chokeslams are. Kane is trying to fight with these guys, though. Kane was talking about RK's credentials too. I believe he said something like lost your last 7 in 11 or something like that. Kane was going after RK's stats, which not a lot of people normally do because RK is known for having pretty darn good special stats. But RK 2026, he's definitely not the best of starts to a calendar year. Still looking for his Mania spot. Brutus Brickley, the Rumble winner with a sledgehammer in hand. Going around all of them, just keep fighting, saying, bring it on. And big Brutus Brickley, looking rather dominant, dispossesses Kane. RK's getting old. I don't think age has anything to do with it. He looks about 20 years younger than Martin the Mouth. Oh, as he gets dropped on his head. Giant in there to break things up, though. Kane with the strength as well to flip the Great Giant. Roll him up, and Brutus Brickley breaks up Kane. Had this match won twice now. But both times got broken up. One by the Giant, one by Brutus. Kane was half a second away from winning. 2 times now. Again, maybe this is Kane's chance to prove that he can ball with the likes of an RK, a Brutus Brickley. RK flat out on that ladder. Right in front of me. Oh, Brutus Brickley going. Oh, down goes Kane. A giant choke slam in the corner. And that would have been it for Kane. But Brutus breaks that one up too. Goodness gracious me, folks. Goodness gracious me. RK finally off his ladder. All 4 back in the ring. RK running DDT. Great Giant busted open. Kane off the rope, and what a clothesline. Woo! RK with a spear to the Great Giant. Jaking on everyone. Hooks the tree trunk leg, and RK picks up the win, gets revenge against the Giant from last week. He was supposed to be in this match to replace Kane, folks. Vince called up on the best in the world for a reason. And the best in the world ends up pinning one of the Authority members. What a spear. Who's getting old now? Wow, look at this. He turned away from Kane. Oh, that is one of the best spears I've ever seen, folks. That is one of the best spears I've ever seen on a 600-pound man. One of the best spears I've seen in the best in the world arcade. May not be having the best 2026 so far, but maybe one step closer to going to Regents Mania with a win like that. Woo, what an opener. Ladies and gentlemen, what an opener indeed. RK is going to be taking that one in all day. Going to be very, very happy with a win like that, ladies and gentlemen. Revenge against the Great Giant from last week as well, of course. Came out with a loss last week, ladies and gentlemen. And now pins the Great Giant in a multi-man matchup as we move on. One-on-one between Austin Albert and Hicks T, ladies and gentlemen, which is very, very intriguing. By Cal's wrong logic, RK should now be in the World Heavyweight Championship match. Hicks T and Austin Albert. Now, these two teamed up yesterday on Toxic Thursday. They teamed up against Undisputed Era. Of course, they lost. People think Austin Albert looked really good. People think Hicks T maybe didn't look as good. But they ended up losing, and a lot of discourse between them. Vince said, you know what? Just fight it out. If there's discourse between you, go and sort it in the ring, which I like. One day later, Vince just says, you know what, fuck it. Go sort it in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Go sort it in the ring. No shenanigans, no he said, she said. Go get it sorted, ladies and gentlemen. HT making his way down. HTE says he's higher than everyone. We'll see today if he's higher than Austin Albert, who he teamed with yesterday. People saying HTE is the reason that they lost that tag team match. Of course, HT was the one pinned. Sometimes that doesn't matter if you're pinned or not, but he definitely did not look as sharp as Austin Albert. And again, we'll see how he looks in a one-on-one matchup, ladies and gentlemen, here today. Both superstars feel confident that they can beat the other here, the opponent. And again, I think there's going to be some interesting talk. I mean, both of these superstars, Austin Albert said he wants to go for the Cruiserweight Championship, but then he says he wants to go for the Cruiserweight, but then never calls out a Cruiserweight. He always gets distracted with other people. Like, I don't think this really gets him closer to the Cruiserweight division in any way, because Hicks T's not Cruiserweight. And Hicks T similarly, I mean, Hicks T, both of these superstars right now with Regents Mania there, you know, do you see Austin Albert or Hicks T at Regents Mania right now? Probably not, because I don't know what they would necessarily be involved in, ladies and gentlemen. Is he still... We'll put a reminder. I do apologize. Hicks T and Austin Albert, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how this goes. Are you ever going to play manager mode or player career? Absolutely not. Those games stink. Those games are rubbish. I'm never going back. I've never been happier since leaving those behind. Exclamation mark, no FIFA. Those games are absolutely awful. Never going back. They're bringing out rubbish open world voltage. Get that out of here, man. Get that out of here. I've never been happier since leaving that shit behind. Hicks T with a springboard. I'll tell you what. That was rather impressive. If I'm honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't quite expect a little flip in the air from Hicks T. Talk to me. What takeaway should KR get today? What food are we feeling? Help me decide. Is it a pizza flex? Is it a pizza flex? Is it a kebab flex? Pizza? Pho? What was he going to say? Photograph or something? That's not food. Pho? That ain't food. Hicks T top rope again. Hicks T, maybe he heard the cruiserweight shouts. Maybe Hicks T wants to go in the cruiserweight division, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe he wants to be more of a cruiserweight than Austin Albert. So far, it is entirely one-sided, though. It is entirely one-sided, and that side is all Hicks T. Pho is food, and it's amazing. I'm not going to trust the mouth, I'll be honest with you. You would think the mouth would know food. The mouth don't know food. Chinese are shout, though. Chinese are shout. Did have it the other week, though, so maybe not. Might be a little pizza flex. Oh, big boot across the face. Right hand is between them. Hicks T is taking over, ladies and gentlemen. Austin Albert rolls out after that big boot. And I think Austin Albert's had enough of Hicks T. I think Austin Albert got embarrassed, folks. Austin Albert's leaving. Austin Albert is trying to leave. Hicks T says, no, you ain't. Austin Albert was trying to leave, ladies and gentlemen. He was trying to walk away and get out of there. Hicks T takes him back in. How embarrassing. Austin barely landed a move. Hicks T, RDR, down goes Austin. 1, 2, and 3. Who was the weak link in that tag team match? Who was the weak link? Because if it's Hicks T, oh my goodness gracious me. Did he just prove a point, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, the promos are going to be glorious. They are going to be glorious, ladies and gentlemen. What a squash. What a squash. Holy moly. Hicks T. Pure domination. What a wimp. Well. Ladies and gentlemen. Well. What would be the excuse on that one? Brother tried to leave halfway through because he was getting smoked. He was trying to leave halfway through. Ladies, oh, pressed the wrong one. He was trying to leave halfway through. Golly gosh. What were you saying, AA? Absolutely whitewashed. Ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely whitewashed. As we move on to the big man, Big Daddy X and Gerard Caldwell. Imagine losing to Hicks T. It couldn't be, well. Oh boy. I think we're going to see some interesting talk after that one, ladies and gentlemen. I think there's some very, very interesting talk after that, ladies and gentlemen. I really do. Austin Albert gave it all the big one after one tag team match that they lost just to go and get squashed. Oh boy, and now we get to see the internet champion In action yet again. He comes from money, folks. And that in-net title looks damn good on him. It looks damn good on him, ladies and gentlemen. It really, really does. Oh, yay. Absolutely mega, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Let me just reply to a little email there. Hicks T, how you feeling? After a massive win like that. Well, I say massive win, I mean, seemed easy enough. Seemed easy enough. Big Daddy and Gerard. I feel like we're going to get some quick matches now with the mid-card. Okay, when I say quick matches, I don't mean one move and done, Big Daddy. Let's calm down a little bit. Let's show some respect to Gerard. He's actually been doing rather well as of late. Looking rather decent. Big... Oh, Daddy X, the big gripper across his face. Then Hicks put an exclamation mark, an exclamation on that match. I want to hear from AA, because AA was giving it the big one after yesterday's match. I remember Austin Alba was talking yesterday like he won that tag team match for you and him. You guys still lost. He lost. And he was talking like you guys got the win. Based on how he was talking. And then you went and smoked him again. Can't wait to see what he says. That's for sure. Can't wait to see what he says. It's forearm by Gerard Caldwell. Nice physique this man has. Punch down low. To a nice DDT. Clean and crisp combo from Gerard Caldwell. Cheese, Haley, and Liv up next, ladies and gentlemen. In a match we are very, very excited for. A little preview of Regents Mania. We also find out the final spot today. Hasty over an olive branch and still AA is like a bitch dog. Bite the hand that feeds. It is, again, very interesting. Very interesting. Sometimes that's the thing, like, a voicemail for Shane7. Shane is good to see you competing against me again. Before doing our job to entertain the fans. Oh, there we go. Ivo giving one last little shout to Shano before their match. And Big Daddy X looking fired up against the internet champion. Big Daddy X looking very, very good. Let me get some socks. Big Daddy over in the corner. Gerard Caldwell. Hand on the rope. And Ralph actually saw it, folks. He actually went and saw it. Which is actually quite impressive from the referee these days. These days, you never know if they're actually going to see it or not. Big Daddy in the corner, languishing. Caldwell. Oh, he looks knackered, dude. Heel right to the face, causing blood for Big Daddy X. Gerard Caldwell working away on that turnbuckle. Kick down low. Look at the blood on the face of Big Daddy X, ladies and gentlemen. Welcoming Craig Wilson. Ooh, to Friday Night Fury. Gerard with a little shimmy. He looks a bit gassed, but he's got a shimmy in him, folks. He's got a shimmy in him. I keep going from hot to cold. I have a little space heater with me. I keep going hot to cold, hot to cold. Not played a wrestling game for so long. New to the channel. I love the idea of it, my friend. Welcome into RPW. This ain't no wrestling game. This is the most action-packed, immersive, and entertaining show on all of YouTube, my friend. This is Regents Pro Wrestling live every Monday, Thursday, and Friday. This right here is Friday Night Fury. My name's CAW, the commentator. We have a Discord, exclamation mark Discord. We have a spreadsheet, exclamation mark RPW stats. We have some amazing fans in Atlanta, Georgia, here today screaming from behind me. Craig Wilson, welcome in. It's good to have you. Any questions, feel free to ask. If you're a wrestler and want to get involved, become a YouTube member by clicking !join or typing !join and sign your contract to compete with the best there is to offer. Down goes Big Daddy X. 1, 2, 3. And he does indeed come from money. Gerard Caldwell. 1, 2, and 3. Whew. Didn't mean to flash you there, but sometimes things get hot and heavy in Regents Pro Wrestling. Had to get the big guns out. Ladies and gentlemen, the internet champion. That kick right there was the game changer. Flipped him up, got him down. Gerard Caldwell with the win against Big Daddy X, my friend. Very, very, very impressive, that is for sure. How do you make that story? This is, again, I'm just a commentator, my friend. I'm just a commentator, the owner to Vince Shimone. I mean, he's the man in charge. He's the owner, the CEO. He's the Fury general manager. He's in charge of all the behind-the-scenes stuff. I just do my job. I just talk here on commentary. And what a match we have up next, ladies and gentlemen. What a match. Now, Regents Mania is 2 weeks away. Welcome in Spiral. Regents Mania is 2 weeks away, ladies and gentlemen. February 28th and March 1st is Regents Mania, the biggest event of the entire year. These three have all qualified last week on the same team in the 6-woman prestigious championship scramble match. Hope Eternal is going to be defending the prestigious championship in a 6-woman championship scramble match. These three are involved. We know that Goddess Bobby is involved. We have one more to be involved later on today, as Olivia Caldwell escorted down with no music today, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe the Van Aldens cut her music as she's escorted down. Brutal for Olivia Laurent for a big match like this, a little preview match, as one of the new Toxic co-general managers, Haley CAW is involved in this one. We know Haley and Liv have a lot of history. Haley's beaten her a lot of times. Liv eliminated her from the Rumble and won the championships against her. A lot of history between these two. And then also involved, we have Cheese, the Liberty champion. Ladies and gentlemen, what a triple threat. What a triple threat. We have Ivo and Shane up next, Sam and Cowboy, and then another massive triple threat, Elodie, Alreina, and Akira, where we find out the final superstar in that 6-woman championship scramble match. But first, we have the preview, and very exciting. There's one of the Toxic GMs involved on Fury. Just like RK, he was a Toxic GM. Still a Fury superstar. Haley CAW is the same, ladies and gentlemen. There's Cheese, the final superstar in this one. 258 days she's held that championship for. The longest Liberty title reign of all time in RPW, one of the greatest female superstars of all time. She was the first ever Women's World Champion in RPW as well. Just incredible history. Incredible career. Such a legend in the women's division. And Atlanta, Georgia, know it, ladies and gentlemen. This place is rocking. This place is booming. And this is my pick to win this match. She's coming off a win against the Goddess yesterday. I think nothing can stop Cheese. I think Cheese is going to be the next prestigious champion at Regents Mania. I think Cheese walks away with a win. She is my pick to win the championship scramble. She is my pick for a reason. I think she is the greatest female superstar of all time. Rebecca out here to ref this one. Imagine that at Regents Mania. The Tokyo Dome is going to be absolutely rocking. Olivia Laurent, Haley CAW, and mozzarella cheese triple threat matchup here today. A little Regents Mania preview. Nothing on the line today except for some bragging rights. Brandon Bombs that thinks Haley CAW walks away with the win. I think it could go either way between these three, but my gut is telling me that Cheese wins. Just for that veteranship. My gut is saying Cheese wins. One of the strongest female superstars we have as well. One of the most decorated. Haley over in the corner. Cheese with a drop kick. Down goes Liv. Turns her attention to Haley in the corner. Greatest of all time. That is for Cheese over there. Ivo thinks Cheese as well. Roundhouse kick. Back to Liv now. Stomps on the chest. Cheese the first one to leave the ring. This is Falls Count Anywhere, I believe. Cheese extracurricular. There's a kendo stick in the hand, folks. Oh! Thrown against Liv. Haley from behind, though. Gets involved. And again, Liv and Haley, a lot of history between these two. These two rookies been going at it a lot this season. I'm hoping they're drafted to the same show next year. I think it'll be quite cool. Lock up between the two. Suplex from Haley CAW. Herc of the leg. Just a one count. Just a one count. Let's calm down. Match has just started. Liv finally getting involved. No. Back to Haley. Irish whip off the rope. Nice hip toss. Cheese head full of steam. Big boot missing. And Haley CAW still in charge. Still in control. Olivia Laurent, one half of the women's tag team champions, of course. Always adds a bit of extra confidence when you have a gold championship around your waist. Even in a match that doesn't involve that championship, just entering knowing you're a champion, everyone is watching your back. I thought Cheese just stole it there for a second. Another suplex. Haley rolls through, looking at the strength by CAW. Rolls through for 3. And a chop across the chest as well. Haley's looking good, folks. Flying forearm, kip up in the corner. Haley to the outside, leaving Cheese and Liv alone. Right now, I think Liv having the hardest time in this one. A frog splash by Cheese. What she beat Goddess with yesterday, I believe. Liv is down. Haley has made her submit a few times in her early career. Haley might be looking at her again. Licking her lips with a submission. And full broken up. Roll up by Cheese instead. On Haley CAW. No. That was a one count, says Rebecca. Nice left jab. What a kick. Rebecca, get out of there. Stuck in the corner almost. She's over in the corner. Haley, maybe a submission. Boston Crab. No! She's going around down. Oh, Haley's cooking. Maybe Brandon Bombs was onto something, folks. Maybe Brandon Bombs was onto something. Haley leg hooked. Geez, still just a one count. Maybe he was onto something, but maybe I was onto something because Cheese very, very strong. Right now, I think Liv is the one that takes the pin just because she's barely been involved in this match. But then again, in RPW, you never know. She could have one little spurt and go on to win. Anything can happen in RPW. Heater goes on again. It's on and off, on and off. What a damn show, especially after a fun Fury yesterday. Very, very fun show. Nice weekend before World Warzone. The second last World Warzone before Mania. The second last World Warzone of Season 4. Crazy. very, very crazy. Cheese throws Liv through the middle rope. Cheese off the rope, going over the top. Goodness gracious me, you don't see Cheese fly like that very often. This is awesome chance on Fragna Fury in a sold-out Atlanta, Georgia arena. She's really showing why she's the veteran of this match. With the rookie, Olivia Laurent, still trying to get involved. There is Shano before his match against Ivo. Two rookies going at it after this, Ivo and Shano. In a match I'm excited for before Coldboy and Sam Everett. Haley, another hip toss. Brandon Bombs cheering on Haley Calcote. I think Haley's been looking good, to be fair. I don't think it was a bad pick, Brandon. Don't think it was a bad pick at all. Haley with the pinfall. On Liv. Again, just a one count, though. Wow. Goes to Cheese. Oh, instead. Oh, she was going for the kick. Gets reversed by Cheese into a big boot. Haley. Her nose may be broken off that big boot, ladies and gentlemen. One for Liv as well. Haley might be knocked out cold. She's seeing stars. What a reversal by Cheese. Who's looking fired up. Haley, nice reversal. Running Hurricane Rana. Right hand is to Cheese as well. Come on, Liv. Get some momentum going. Nice. Throw there. Liv and Cheese. Oh, Haley pops up. Haley leaves the ring. Haley saying bring it outside. I think Cheese was about to. She hooks on, slam down, but Haley Calco right there. Surely not going to let. I think Cheese had the win right there, but Haley smart to break it up. I mean, if I'm Haley, I'm just pinning Liv right now. I think it's the smart move, but I think she wants to pop Cheese, make her bleed. Just like Cheese busted her open with that big boot. Great triple threat action, though. Haley Calco with a DDT. The camera was running over. Liv clapping as Cheese goes face first off the apron. That was brutal. Very, very brutal. Still check to the back of Olivia Laurent. Cheese pops up, kick to the midsection. What's her at Cheese? Oh, with a riptide. She beat Goddess yesterday. Now steals one of her moves. Adding insult to injury. Maybe it's not full scan anywhere. Maybe I was wrong on that front. Using one of the Goddess's own moves, though. Wiping the dust off her shoulders. Listen to this crowd. Listen to this crowd. They are loving this type of match, ladies and gentlemen. Cheese under the ring. Another kendo stick. Nice knee strike. I think these three got to get it back in the ring. It's just a matter of who is going to be the one to actually, get it moving in that direction. With everything going on. A lot of action outside, a lot of carnage outside. Looks like Haley Calco's tailing off that kendo stick. She's the only one standing though right now. Is the only one standing. She's yet again thrown away. I think Haley wants Liv in the ring. No. Haley saying bring it on. Liv into the steel steps. Haley Cheese into the ring. Liv is out of this one. It's a one-on-one, folks. Oh, it is a one-on-one. And Haley CAW with the forearm. Too slow, though, I think. Too slow. Way too slow. Laurent could capitalize. Oh, she was too slow. She was going for a big move, was too slow. Liv's the only one that hasn't a finishing move. Haley after the kendo stick on the outside. There was one in the ring. But it was not the one she wanted. I'm surprised Liv hasn't gone for a spear or anything. We saw the spear work wonders in the Rumble. Worked wonders in the Rumble. Cheese is losing it. Lovely clotheslines. Hey! Beautiful kick as well. Laurent thrown away. Nice reversal. Cheese flying back, and a spear there would have been amazing. Back and forth they go. Oh, second time. Liv's been slammed down. Haley rolls out. Ladies and gentlemen, leg is hooked. Haley coming to grips on the outside. Liv takes the pin. And my pick, I told you, man. I told you. Cheese was too much, ladies and gentlemen. After beating the goddess yesterday, you do not root against mozzarella cheese, the Liberty champion. You just don't do it, folks. You just don't do it. She has been so dominant, ladies and gentlemen. Brandon Bombs. Welcome in, Luka Novak. She has been so dominant. You just don't root against it, folks. You really don't. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? He says, Ivo Gregorov. Hopefully, I'm saying that correctly. Shane 7. One-on-one. Here on Fury. Cowboy and Sam. After this one. And those final 3 matches, oh boy. Those final 3 matches are gargantuan. Ladies and gentlemen. Are gargantuan. Which I'm very excited for. Ivo is on the sheet these days, right? What is the... Shane 7, 44%, 7 and 9. Ivo, 2 for 5. Only 2 wins in his early RPW career. Well, the best of starts for Ivo. Well, 2 for 5 is not terrible. I mean, it's not great, but it's not terrible, you know. It could be worse. It could be 1 for 10. Outlaw. But it's not terrible. I think it's all about perspective. I think Ivo's just waiting for season 5 to thrive, you know. I think it's just too nice. I don't know if the night. I mean, I'd rather him be nice than try to cheat his way through every match. I got nothing wrong with him being nice. I think he can wrestle. I like him. Shane number 30, of course. Very big moment for his rookie career. I think it's gonna be a fun match. I think Shane wins, though. Shane 7 has impressed me a lot in his early RPW career. He's impressed me a lot. I think Shane 7 wins. But that's the fun thing about RPW. You never really know. You never really know. It could literally go either way. Right now, Shane is cooking, though. What an armbar. Over in the corner. Very nicely done. Couldn't quite cinch it in, though. Shane 7. With a mock of the illustrious frog splash. Not as good as Jocko, but just as effective. Holy moly. Not as good as Jocko's, but just as effective. He got some height on it, to be fair. Ivo said, are you ready? Ivo, were you ready? Were you ready, Mr. Ivo? Nice squash match. Were you ready? Stealing my shit. I don't think he was ready, ladies and gentlemen. Goodness gracious me. Bro keeps saying, are you ready? That was awful, dude. That was terrible. I was hoping for a little bit of something there. You know what I mean? I was hoping for something, but I guess sometimes you can't get what you want, ladies and gentlemen. That's how it's done, bros. 2 nights for RPW. Underwhelming. Oh, people just phoning it in this week. What the hell? Golly, 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 gosh. Golly, 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 gosh. Well, we move on. No sweat dropped. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Everett and Cowboy. I mean, those final 3 matches. I think that's where Fury's going to thrive. Like, no offense to Sam or Cowboy. I think Sam and Cowboy is going to be a fun match, but LED, Irene, Akira, Dan, Jocko, BOP, and The Fallen. I think that's where we fully thrive. Ladies and gentlemen. I really, really do. As, oh, Sam Everett. With some backup, ladies and gentlemen. About time we had a bathroom break. Sting Everett, Sam Everett out here. With Alex Cross, of course. Alex Cross and Sam Undisputed Era. They beat Hicks and Austin yesterday. They are the #1 contenders for the Toxic Tag titles. Which I think is why Vince put Sam vs. Cowboy. The World Warzone man, Alex Cross. Maybe getting a feel for Fury. Maybe next year they're both drafted to Fury. Maybe Cross is just getting a bit of a smell for it. Just getting a sense for it. You know what I mean? Just seeing what it would look like to be out here together on the same show. Slow walkers. But Sam Everett is the one fighting. That's for sure. Sam Everett is the one fighting. And that is the one he's fighting against. One half of the Toxic Tag Team Champions. Bro, the outlay or the outline of that belt, the gold, there's some nice titles, you know. I do actually look forward to the tag team match. So do I. Not gonna lie. Cold Boy Zippy. I mean, we know Zippy's a great tag team superstar. Smile. I look forward to it too. I actually think it'll be a fun one, and that's why I'm excited for this match. That's why I'm excited for this match. Just to see what they can do. I think Cowboy's talented, dude. I think Cowboy's talented. I think he's really been impressing as of late in this season. Alex Cross is ringside. Sam Everett and Coldboy T. 1-on-1. And what, you know, maybe that tag team match has sparked something in Sam Everett, you know what I mean? Maybe that tag match has sparked something. I was ready, but Shane was obviously the better man now. I was even more ready than me. I'm not saying that just because I lost, I'm saying it because I mean it. Congratulations to Shane. Fair play, Ivo. Got to get back in the gym, lad. Got to work harder to be on Fury than that. Sam, getting some advice from Alex there. Talking for a second. Had a little break. Little snake eyes in the corner. Going to try to get the match as close to Mania as I can, even if it's just a go-home show. Oh, the tag match. Interesting. Interesting. Difference is Sam don't have his butt buddy to save his ass here. Isn't Sam's partner right there, Alex? Or are you talking about someone else? I don't understand. Does he have another butt buddy instead of Alex Cross, or... Because Cross is there. Unless he means someone else, of course. I have no idea. Cold boy, Boston Crab. Sam Everett able to strength his way out of it. Man, I love an RPW day. Daniel Black vs Jocko is going to be absolute cinema. He's not in the match. Well, he said don't have his butt buddy to save his ass here. I mean, Alex Cross is still there. Just because he's not in the match, he can still save his ass, no? If Sam wants to have a butt buddy, then he can. No judgment. Martin the ass. I mean, you say he's not in the match. I don't think Cross carried him in the tag team matches yesterday. I think that was pretty even in terms of performance. But also, Cross could easily get involved some way. He might not need to, though. As Coldboy T forced to tap. I think people think it's Mania this week, ladies and gentlemen. I think people think it's Mania like tomorrow. And they're trying to rest up for it. We've still got 2 weeks, boys. We've still got 2 weeks. Cross and Sam. Celebrate Sam Everett, a singles win. Sam's on a roll, ladies and gentlemen. Sam Everett is on a roll. He beat Xander Evans a few weeks ago too on Fury. He's not looking bad. I mean, we're just going to advance on. Sam with a submission win. Done it without his butt buddy, but can celebrate with him. Well, we have 2 members, 3 matches left. We have 2 members of Damage Control in this match. I don't know how this is going to work. LED Fang and Akira Tanaka in a triple threat match with Irene Morte. Now, the winner of this is the final superstar in the 6-woman prestigious championship scramble at Regents Mania. There's a chance to book your Mania spot, ladies and gentlemen. A chance to book your Mania spot. And Akira Tanaka, at one point in time, she was dubbed to be the Rookie of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how good she was doing. Early on in her career, she was going to be the Rookie of the Year, the top candidate. Whether or not she still is, that's up to the people, but she was doing very, very, very well indeed. Very, very well. I think she's still an insane talent. An insane talent. I love the mask. Who are you guys going for in this one to join the championship scramble? Welcome in, Felipe. Appreciate the thumbs up. Here on Fury. Welcome in. Toyan Boxing as well to Fury as Aditi Fang makes her way down again. 2 Damage Control members in the ring. Don't know if Irena being in this match would be beneficial or harmful to me. I think Irena Mortain wins. I think she has that weirdness, that randomness about her. I don't know what it is. Irena's been amazing early on in her career. Absolutely amazing. I mean, how many matches has she lost? I think it's only 1 still, right? Irena Morteno, 5-3. 5 and oh, she lost a tag team match. This is her first ever multi-man match of her career for Irena Morteno. Her first multi-man career, which is very, very interesting. First multi-man, very, very difficult. You have to go 0 or 100% here, depending on the outcome. She is one of my favorite rookies, though. I think she's very, very talented. Very talented indeed. Daniel Black and Jocko up next. And then the main event, the World Tag Team Championship main event. Great show from 2 Vids here again. 2 weeks out from Regents Mania. We know some matches. We don't know all of them. First multi-man against two teammates. Again, will Elodie and Akira like realize, you know, this is for Regents Mania though. Like sometimes it isn't about working together. This is for Regents Mania, a show that everyone dreams to go to and perform at. I think Elodie and Akira are professionals enough to realize how big of an opportunity this is. Especially to end the streak of Hope Eternal. Triple threat is underway, ladies and gentlemen. 3 matches remain here on Fury. Very, very, very excited about this triple threat match. And already, Irene Mortain taking care of damage control. Leaves the ring early on. Akira Tanaka. The left knee strike right across the face. Oh, nice. Knee strike to the back. Irene Mortain, that is very far for a moonsault. I don't think she quite calculated the distance of that one, thrown up and over. Akira, first pinfall on her partner again. I think they're definitely going at each other. I think these guys know it is anyone's match. That is for sure, ladies and gentlemen. I do indeed. Nice reversal over in the corner. Irene Mortain. Oh! Sledgehammer right to the midsection. Very, very nice. Akira back into the ring. Akira and Irene, that is a matchup. That is a matchup right there, folks. Irena is so pale. What is Akira at these days? She started so well. 24 on 14 again. Still amazing. Only ever lost 1 multi-man match. Still an amazing record. Such an amazing... Like, Akira's done so well. She has a pay-per-view match. There's a world title match. She's been Divine Women's champ. Such a good start for her. Makes a snowman look tan. Akira Tanaka, I mean, I think she has such a bright future, dude. I really do. I really do. I think Irene going to win this. Her first ever multi-man match. Brandon, what's your thoughts on Regents Mania? Of course, Brandon Bombs won the World Heavyweight Championship in the first ever Regents Mania main event. Brandon Bombs has that Regents Mania heritage. He won the first ever main event. What's your plans for this Mania? 2 weeks' time, Brandon? Of course, a 4-time World Heavyweight Champion. Are you trying to go back for a world title? Of course, we know this year is Brutus Brickley versus Sage, the Rumble winner. Are you going to try and go back for the US title? You've held the US title before. What should we expect from Brandon Bombs to end off Season 4 with the Authority? A rather successful Season 4, might I add, for the Authority. Because right now, Brandon, Dino, Giant... I mean, Dino's a World Hardcore Champ. He might be defending there, but... Giant and Brandon... We don't know if they're going to be at Regents Mania or not at this point. I'm intrigued to see where the Authority go next year as well. I wonder who gets first pick in this draft. I don't know if Jocko's here. Do we know who gets first pick in this draft? I think Jocko got first pick last time thanks to Randomizer. Does that mean Vince gets first picked here? Can he pick Sibs, the Universal Champion? Is that going to be a thing? Because obviously we know Jocko wants to keep the Universal Championship, but what if Vince gets first pick? How does that get decided? I do wonder. Is RK going to get any draft picks? We don't know. It's all very, very exciting, though, as these three re-enter the ring. Akira Tanaka goes down. Lovely springboard, LED Fang. Looking better than ever right now. Very, very nicely done. Over in the corner, Akira. With the combos, big kick across the face, vacates the ring. There's a table in the hands of Akira Tanaka. We know the crowd would love to see one of those explode. Interesting that RK already found an Origin Superstar. Right? We already have the first confirmed Origin Superstar, and it's someone no one knows. I thought the first might be like an RPW, like legend returning, or like a rookie who's been amazing, but no, it's an indie superstar from a Japanese indie show that no one's ever heard of in RPW. At least I can't speak for you. I've never heard of her before. Mariam, very intrigued. Very intrigued. Yona John would cook on Origin. Who knows? Oh, Irena taking down both members of Damage Control. And Atlanta, Georgia are on their feet for that one, ladies and gentlemen. What a maneuver. Irena now crawling on the floor. Scaring Akira Tanaka. And now goes after LED Fang, ladies and gentlemen, with a submission, bending her in half. And Reina, oh, she had the win, but gets broken up by Akira Tanaka. That springboard was absolutely incredible, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe there's a reason nobody has heard of it. Again, maybe. I mean, clearly RK. Hello. Clearly RK sees something in her. Nice roundhouse kick by Akira Tanaka. Clearly RK sees something in it to make her the first ever Origin superstar. Akira Tanaka took the head of LED Fang. Irena goes for the knee strike, adding insult to injury, and that could be Ushiro, as Irena Mortain is the 6th and final superstar involved in that one, ladies and gentlemen. Championship Scramble, the rookie Irena Mortain is confirmed. That was awesome. Confirmed for Regents Mania, joining the Goddess Bobby, the Liberty Champion Cheese, the Toxic GM Haley Calco, the Women's Tag Team Champion Olivia Laron, and of course, the longest ever prestigious champion, the leader of the Final Testament, Hope Eternal. Ladies and gentlemen, 6 names for Regents Mania 4 at the Tokyo Dome in a championship scramble where the winner walks away with the coveted, prestigious champion. And speaking of, there is Hope Eternal. Mid-celebration, cutting Irena Mortain off. There is the prestigious champ, staring down at the final qualifier for her championship scramble at Regents Mania. Hope Eternal showing what Irena Mortain could potentially be walking away with, welcoming Phantom Dream. And that will be a match. Chills, ladies and gentlemen. That will be a match indeed. Holy moly. We're going to advance into the penultimate match of Friday Night Fury. Ladies and gentlemen, historic match here. 2 former members of the CAW, 2 winners of the King of the Ring tournament. Of course, Jocko returned at Regents Royalty and took the King of the Ring crown off of Daniel Black. Ladies and gentlemen, took the King of the Ring. Jocko is now the United States champion. And these two go at it one-on-one, and honestly, I have been waiting for this match, ladies and gentlemen. Jocko used to be Daniel's leader in the CAW. Daniel Black never made Deacon. We never saw Deacon Daniel. Other superstars got Deacon instead of him, and I think that annoyed Daniel Black back in the day. Of course, then Daniel Black joining the Final Testament with Jocko as manager, sort of caving to Hope's demands week after week, ladies and gentlemen. Toya, and again, I've already said hello. The reason I don't read your other message, if you're talking about RPW, I don't mind, Toya. And if you're talking about the indie wrestling and stuff like that, I don't think anyone really knows what my Rhea means. But feel free to talk about RPW, Toya, here on Friday Night Fury. Chance of Tyler showing up again. Last week, it was Kaiju versus Jocko, ladies and gentlemen, in a rematch for that United States Championship. And we saw the return of Tyler West, who was supposed to be injured from Daniel Black. We saw Tyler West return. Tyler West threw Daniel Black off of that stage. That very stage where Jocko's standing, Daniel Black got thrown off. And we know Tyler West has made it clear. He is very, very angry at Daniel Black for trying to injure him. Two, former CAW members, like I said, of course, one former TFT member of Tyler West, formerly known as Zeke. And I have heard Vince has put extra security here today. So I'm hoping we can just have a great, amazing matchup between these two. No interferences, no shenanigans. Just a great one-on-one, ladies and gentlemen, that's for sure. Now, this is not for the championship, Dream. I need to make sure. This is a non-title match. This is not for the championship. I do want to make very, very clear, just in case people are confused, the title is not on the line. It's just a one-on-one between the two, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel Black and Jocko, one-on-one. Toy, and if you want to join RPW, exclamation mark join, become a YouTube member and sign your contract as Daniel Black, all ready with the hands together for Hope Eternal and for the light. As Jocko sends Daniel into the corner. Penultimate match of Friday Night Fury underway in this one. And Jocko shades of the Fallen with a little sister Abigail. US champ thinking about the world heavyweight champ potentially. We have the Fallen up next in the main event against the Beasts of Pain, Bear and Leo vs Draven and Xander. Can't wait for that one. Really can't wait for that one. Already shaping up to be a great match. Phantom, or Ocaso, should I say. Excited for your return in RPW on Friday Night Fury. That is for sure. Right, Toyan, can we get him at 300 just to learn his lesson? He's starting to piss me off, if I'm being honest with you. Oh, thank you. That's crazy. Get him out of here, man. Exclamation mark 300. Get him out of here. Jocko starting off strong. There's a knee strike to the chin of Daniel Black. Goes for another one. Goodness gracious. Oh, me. Hey! I've just realized Jocko's attire has been fixed, ladies and gentlemen. There is Sam Everett onto Toxic to take those tag titles to a better place. Welcome in, Sam Everett. Great win today via submission. Very, very well done. Oh, rolling stunner by Daniel Black. Come on, I was going to say. The birthday, but now normally in RPW, there's a thing known as the birthday curse, ladies and gentlemen. You may not know about this, but man, people do not like to win on their birthdays in RPW. When you're booked on your birthday, there's a sort of curse that goes around, and a lot of people end up losing on their birthday. We'll see if that rings true for Daniel Black here today. Oh, Calacane, a lot to say. A lot to say. Kyle speaking nonsense, claiming his replacement was pinned. As if RK didn't win. Interesting. Crowd loving it, folks. Crowd loving it as Daniel Black goes up top already for a final act. I did not see that coming so quickly. Daniel Black hooks the leg on the United States champion. Daniel maybe trying to secure his spot at Regents Mania. I mean, maybe Daniel vs Jocko If he pins the champion here on Fury, maybe Daniel Black thinks, hey, I should be United States champion. Or at least get a chance at the champion. Maybe number 15 comes out, Regents Mania. He won the World Heavyweight, his first ever World Heavyweight Regents Mania last year. Maybe this year he wins his first ever United States. And number 15. Daniel Black might be Mr. Regents Mania soon. Another Irish whip. Ducks. Oh, and jumps. Nice kick across the chest. Stomp on the chest as well. Kick down low. Across the face. Daniel Black now starting to cook. As for Las Hope is in the building. Maybe I should try and pay her a visit. Submission by Daniel Black. We saw Sam Everett win via submission, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe Daniel Black trying to do the same. Interested to hear RK and Calacane go at it. I want to hear from Sage why he didn't show up today. Maybe Brutus has some words as well. Brutus, Sage, Kyle. A very fun little trio again. Calacane just has no reason to be involved though. You pulled me from the opener, fine. The guy you put in my place, he got pinned clean. That's the point. You're trying to set up a Regents Mania event. Yeah, every time I'm taking out the standard job. Again, yeah. I mean, you got replaced by RK. I'm pretty sure Calacane. I think he's confused. I think the injuries might have got to his head, if I'm honest with you. I still bring a top tier performance. Atlanta saw today, and the rest of the world is next. Okay, I think Calacane, I mean, I like Calacane. I don't want to get it twisted. I like Calacane. I think he thinks he does better than he does. Like, he talks of himself as a main event name. I wouldn't put him in like the Jocko, Daniel, RK, Brandon, Giant, Sage list. I wouldn't put him up there with the main eventers. Hold that thought as Jocko, who definitely is a main eventer, goes up top for the illustrious frog splash on the bloodied face of Daniel Black. US champion. Gets a 2 count. And the lights in the arena go out. Daniel Black, the bloody face from behind. Big German suplex. Lovely takedown there. I don't think anyone... That's the thing. It's nothing against Calacane. He's just not on the level of like a Sibs, a Lamin, a Jocko. There's so many names above him. But he talks of himself as though he's a main event talent. Anyway, we'll keep that for after. Ladies and gentlemen, from the corner, Daniel Black with a burning hammer to the US champion. Hook of the leg. 1, 2. Oh, and this is the match I wanted. A pure finisher fest, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I wanted. Between these two historic superstars, dropkick gets reversed. This is what I wanted, folks. Jocko. Redemption driver, speaking of finisher fest. Again, it's all I wanted. Big moves and bigger kickouts. Oi, ay, ay. Main event up next, Jocko. Back-to-back pinfalls. Hey, if first don't work, try again, though. Daniel's still bad at springboard, still can't get them to work. Look at the strength by Jocko, the vintage slam down, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very nice, Jocko. Middle rope. And now he's starting to feel it. He's really starting to feel it, folks. Daniel Black is down. Jocko with the stomps. Really? Involved in that RK's music. Jocko is fuming. Daniel Black is up though from behind, ladies and gentlemen. Rolls him up, Daniel Black holds onto the tights and Daniel Black pins the United States champion. A distraction. RK's music plays. Ladies and gentlemen, my goodness gracious me.
Here is your winner.
My goodness gracious me. Jocko is fuming. The little hands off. Can we give that? The little hands off by Ralph. The US champion is fuming as he was pinned by Daniel Black, ladies and gentlemen. Night Joint says it's always a black screen. It's not a black screen. I don't know why it's a black screen for you. It's not for me. Oh my goodness gracious me. Ladies and gentlemen, RK's music play. He fell for the oldest trick in the book. The oldest man fell for the oldest trick. Last week, it was Tyler and Daniel Black going at it. RK said he wants in the US division. RK and Jocko have history. Jocko eliminated RK from the Rumble match, ladies and gentlemen. And now RK just cost a US champ against Daniel Black. This whole RK Daniel Black friendship thing feels weird to me, man. I still can't quite comprehend it. As we move on to the main event of Friday Night Fury. The Beasts of Pain. Phantom also wants the US title. How very, very interesting. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. The Bear leading the lines. Leo behind, and this is for the World Tag Team Championships, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Fallen's first defense in this reign. The first defense in this title reign for the Fallen. All three members of the Fallen currently champions, of course. Jocko pissed backstage. You big-nosed bitch. You and I are going to have words very soon. Jocko absolutely seething. Bear and Leo. Jesus fucking Christ, that scared the shit out of me. Sage watching over Fury. Is he here? Oh my goodness! Oh, that is terrifying. It's like Sage watching through the middle. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Draven Wild on the right. Xander Evans over on our left. Oh, goodness gracious me. Well, I didn't think it could get much creepier. As the World Tag Team Champions. The 6-time Tag Team Champions. Arguably, some say, the greatest tag team in RPW history, ladies and gentlemen. Draven Wild and Xander Evans. Not many do it like them. They have massive hammers, clubs, I don't know what you call that. Ringside with them. Oh my goodness, this is terrifying. It looks like the twigs coming out of the rabbit mask. The hair on whatever that is. Draven Wild and Xander Evans. Your World Tag Team Champions. Well, talk about putting a fright into your opponents, ladies and gentlemen. Talk about putting a fight. Talk about putting the fright, sorry, in these type of guys. Goodness gracious me. World Tag titles on the line. Xander and Draven, again, we've seen them be so dominant. I'll be quiet till it starts.
The Legend Killer, Leo and Bear.
I like Leo and Bear. I think they're very talented. I think they're very talented. But the Fallen, I mean, again.
At a combined weight of 499 pounds. The
499.
Team Champions.
They are the Tag Team Champions.
And Draven, the Fallen.
The Fallen are here, showcasing their gold, ladies and gentlemen. All three members of the Fallen are champions. I love the new attires. I think they actually look, in ring, I think they look very cool. The end of the mask just scared the shit out of me. I did not like those masks. In the ring, though, the black vest, the white vest look very cool. Leo and Xander to kick things off, folks. And the main event of Fury's underway. World Tag titles on the line. Look at Leo with some athleticism. And a clubbing blow to the back. Early offense by the Beasts of Pain. ladies and gentlemen. Left-handers to the face. When was the last time the Fallen were tag team champions before this run? They had the World Tag titles March 2nd, 2022. They won at Regents Mania. They opened Regent... Oh, a fun fact, actually. I'm pretty sure if I... Very quickly... I was looking at this the other day, ladies and gentlemen. I was looking at this the other day. Regents Mania 2, Night 1 opened up with Draven Wild and Xander Evans winning the World Tag Team titles. Regents Mania 3, Night 1 opened up with Draven Wild, Xander Evans, and Reaper winning the RPW Tag Team titles. So back-to-back Regents Manias. We have had the Fallen win the tag team titles off of another team. Now, if they win this match, they are going into Mania as the tag team champions. Again, the Fallen don't get spoken enough about in terms of their legacy in the tag team division. I don't think there's a single greater tag team than these two, including RK and Poco, RK Lamin. I think these two are the greatest tag team ever. I really, really do. Think they're the greatest tag team of all time, ladies and gentlemen. I really, really do. Draven goes for a pinfall. Shoulders up from the bear, though. Oh, big clothesline by Draven Wild. Goes for the tag. Xander Evans back in. What other tag teams are there on Fury? Potentially looking at these titles. The Palmers, Palmer Paradise maybe. Obviously now without the Brickleys. Are there many other tag teams on Fury? Am I forgetting any? I mean, Austin and Hicks definitely aren't going to be tagging. Lovely Hurricane Rana by the bear. He loves that one to get some momentum. Another hook of the leg. Just a one count there, though. The New Millennia. Of course, former tag team champions. Leo tagged in again. Main event. Fully underway now. Love the new attires by the Fallen. Still creep me out, though. Still really creep me out. Shove off by Xander Evans. Leo pops right back up, right into him. Roll up by Evans. Man, if the Fallen walk out of Mania with the tag team titles and the World Heavyweight, I think the Fallen are going to have a tremendous Season 5, can I just say. I read all three of them. I think they're going to have a tremendous Season 5. I think Sage returning was exactly what the Fallen needed. Dare I say, I think the Reaper leaving caused Sage to return, and I think it was perfect for the Fallen. Because Draven and Xander in the Cure and in Final Testament were never good. They were never the Fallen. They were always under someone else. The only time they're good is when they either follow their own leadership or follow the leadership of Sage, ladies and gentlemen. And now that they have a proper leader in front of them to lead them, whichever show they go to, very, very dangerous for the tag team division. Very, very dangerous. That is for sure. Changing pace a bit, going back to earlier, the Origin roster. I wonder who's going to be the next announced superstar for Origin, if we get one. Leo in the corner. With big words for Draven Wild. And a big boot as well. Irish whip over to the corner. Not going for a tag, interestingly enough. Draven hung upside down position. Draven crawling away. Trying to get the tag out. Beast of Pain looking good. Big elbow though by Leo, stopping Wild from tagging out. And there is the new look of Xander Evans. As Draven Wild gets a kick out at 2, folks. The bear tagged back in. Who is going to be the difference maker in this one? Beast of Pain looking decent right now. Maybe a little bit of commentator's curse there. Raven Wild. Oh, I love that shot. Look at that. Look at that, dude. Atlanta, Georgia. Special arena here today. Raven Wild slamming the bear down. Pushing him down. As well, 2 count. Leo entered. I think that was silly. Leo entered the ring. Very, very silly. The bear over. Tag move coming. No, Draven does not tag Irish Rib. The bear stronger. Reverses. Draven off the rope. I love that backbreaker. Bear to the middle. Draven Wild. Their first offense in their 6th reign. And still, your World Tag Team Champions, ladies and gentlemen. The Fallen on top. Well, we didn't see Sage today, but we saw Draven and Xander. And what a performance by the two of them. Beast of Pain done well at the beginning. Couldn't hold on. The Fallen will go into Regents Mania as your World Tag Team Champions. The past 2 Manias, they've opened up the show and won the titles. This year, maybe a hat trick. Will they open up the show again? And will they retain? Is the question. Ladies and gentlemen, well, what a show. What a show. What a backbreaker. There is Draven. There is Xander. Ralph, I think you need to get the hell out of there, lad. I think you need to get the hell out of there. Yeah, that's smart. I think that's smart. Whoa, the Fallen. Let me tell you, the Fallen and the Authority might be the 2 stables to look at. Bullet Club is no more. The Ministry is no more. The Final Testament. I mean, the men's, they only have Daniel Black now, ladies and gentlemen. With Zeke gone, the Final Testament in the men's division, maybe no more. The Brickleys are gone. Stables are dwindling. I mean, season 4 was the year of the stables. Now they are dwindling. Ladies and gentlemen, who is going to step up in season number 5? I do indeed wonder, but we shall see big celebrations from Draven and Xander. Oh! And the 2 Authority members, speaking of the Authority, best for business, that is the Great Giant and the World Hardcore Champion Dino. 2 former tag team champions, ladies and gentlemen. Are we seeing the future of the tag team division? The Fallen versus the Authority, making their name known, coming for those championships, ladies and gentlemen. Now that is a matchup I would love to see. That has Regents Mania written all over it. I can't wait to see how that evolves, ladies and gentlemen. This is who we are.